This is Big Cypress National Preserve. I'm already over a couple of miles in. Actually turned around and start heading back. This is a pretty amazing place. I've already seen a couple gator, deer, what I'm assuming was some sort of, I don't think they were a beaver, something in that family though. I have to look into that. I've got some pictures of them. But just an incredible and diverse ecosystem. Not a lot of shade. Not on this road. I just wanted to get a little bit of this on tape. Maybe as we're going along here we'll see something worth talking about, other than everything else that we're looking at. There's a couple of trails that I've come across that kind of offshoot this. You see this everywhere. These are like these little slides that the gator come out of this water. And this is where I've seen them, along here. Along with all kinds of birds. And these birds, when they flap their wings to get out of here, because they're easily startled, it makes a heck of a noise. If you're not ready for it, it can be a little unnerving. Like I said, I've seen a couple of gator, pretty good sized one, and then like a juvenile. Both of them were actually in the water. Got some pictures. We're gonna keep looking. They're in there. As the saying goes, you might not see them, but they see you. I tend to want to stick to the middle of this road here. Gives you a little bit of reaction time on either side. But the wildlife in here has just been incredible. I mean, butterflies, 3 or 4 different varieties. As a mosquito flies around in my ear. Hasn't been too many of those, thank goodness. Last night was a different story. You can see where they've been moving around in that stuff. I saw one chick on a, there's some birds. Check these guys out. You know what I'm saying? I saw one chick on a 4x4 right as I got onto the road here. She was coming out. Looked like she probably had something to do with the park service. Great job to have. I think I missed my calling on that. Maybe next time. Florida overall so far has been really cool. Check these guys out. Look at that. Beautiful creatures. Like I said, they like it down there in that ravine where the water is. But they hear me coming. You can't sneak up on these guys. That's for sure. There's been a couple of times where I was walking down this road and up ahead of me was just, the sky was just full of them. All different varieties too, not just those big white ones, but there's buzzards flying around with them. Hawk. What I would call a crane. I don't know if you can see that when he's sitting up there on top of that tree. There's no way we'll get close enough to him. They'll fly off. Look at them all sitting up there on top of the tree. I hope the camera's picking that up. You get up in the very tip top of trees. Look at them. Sit there. Very majestically. See, he didn't like me being here. And you'll be completely focused in on these birds, and you could have a gator like 5 feet from you. Something big been using this one. I can hear stuff moving around in the water. What it is, I'm not sure. I'm gonna hang around and find out either. Like I was saying though, Florida's been pretty awesome. Down on the Gulf, stayed in Carabel twice now. Really like it there. Everything's for sale down there. Nothing on the banks. I think so. Fish head or something. I don't know what got that. Anyways, everything down there was for sale, literally. Land, everything on the main road going through Carabel, right there along the Gulf Road, whatever you want to call it. Houses, land, everything. It's my understanding that insurance is just whack. So that's the catch. And apparently it's like that in the whole state. But I imagine it's even more, it's even worse, I should say. Right on the Gulf. But incredibly peaceful, at least when it's not hurricane season. I'm making notes on some of these places that I go to. That's part of what this journey is all about, is seeing if there's anywhere else in this country that I might want to put down roots after this thing's over with. If it ends, who knows, there might be some camp hosting or something in my future. Oh no. Hope we can get a look at a gator. It'd be cool to get on here. Look how thick that stuff is over in there. It's not hard to believe that there could be a species of something, what they call skunk ape down here. Bigfoot, Sasquatch. It could live up in there and stay hidden. The trails that lead off into that stuff that I've come across are just, they're hardly even trails. And you can see these gator paths that lead off into this stuff. It's really best to stay out here where you got a little bit of reaction time on those things. If you happen to walk up on one back there, just be no time at all. Step on one before you know it was there. See, this is where they're at. Birds. Oh yeah, we got a gator. He's a big boy too. Oh yeah. Weird beady eye. Just motionless. He's like, yeah, come on down here. Just know that eyeball's following me. I don't want to do anything to provoke him, that's for sure. Look at that thing, though. That thing's not 15 feet away. See you later, alligator. Well, I hope that shows up in the film. I'm gonna roll for a little bit longer. Back in here, you just don't know what you're gonna come up on. Stuff just kind of appears. This is nature. Moving right over in there. So, got a hotel just outside of it's outside of Miami somewhere, Homestead. I'm not 100% sure. It's an hour from here, a little over an hour. Just gonna go in there and rehumanize a little bit, and then tomorrow morning start pushing towards Key West. And I got a spot in a Boyd's Campground, which is just outside of Key West, for I want to say 4 nights. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me see what this look at those guys. You know? These are these buzzard things. They're just bizarre. Where'd he go? There he is. He never worried about me. I don't even know that's one of those buzzards. There it is. But anyways, looking forward to the few days in Key West. Something I've always wanted to do, see that place. Heard a lot about it. There's, see those guys? There's supposed to be at least one good band that I saw playing at I think it's the Green Parrot, which I've been told is a pretty happening spot. So be sure and check that out. And I really have no plans beyond that. Come back up through Florida. And then I don't know, the idea is going to be to start trying to follow the weather, go to where it's cooler, wherever that might be. The summer's coming. It's already starting to warm up. Last night at the campground, I tried to go without the, this looks like a good spot here. Look at those tracks. Anyways, I tried to go without using the AC. And if you've got lights on inside the camper, bugs find their way in. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And they're attracted to those lights. So, lesson is that it's going to be buggy. You're going to need to keep that thing closed up and AC on. And the problem with that is a lot of times you're not going to have juice to run the AC. Or lost my train of thought. Oh, I saw a gator. Lord, look at, this looks like a monster one likes this spot. Look at this. Look at this. Something dragging their tail through there. Well, anyways, like I was saying, sometimes I'm not going to have AC, so that's going to present a problem. But the AC I've got, didn't have time to do anything about it. I was told that it was kind of loud, and it is. Something you gotta get used to, I guess. It's like, whoa, what the hell that was? It's like having a window unit and you're sleeping right under it. Guess I'm a little spoiled with the central AC. And it sure looks like a place a gator would be, doesn't it? Look at that. I snuck up on her and she's not happy. I hear you, girl. I'm not going to hurt you. She is pissed. I'm leaving. Just staring at me. Like, you get on out of here. I'm going. Anyways, I didn't have time to, they make units that are quieter, supposedly. You know, I didn't have time to look into getting that thing changed out, so, and I doubt that's something I'm going to do while I'm on the road. So, there's some strange sounds too. Sounds that a Virginia boy is not used to hearing. You know those sounds. I don't know these. Look at that. This is like a gator thoroughfare. They slide through there. That's another thing too, is you come across this mud. See if there's any tracks that you either recognize or don't. If you wanted to hide from somebody, this might be a place to come. I don't think they would ever find you. We'll keep it rolling for just a little bit longer. See what we can see. Oh my God. Whatever it is that's going through there, it ain't small. All the gators I've seen have been like in the water, so I'm assuming there's a path there. I'm assuming that in the heat of the day, that's where they like to be, which makes sense. But I heard they like to get out and sun themselves too. So, don't know what I'm supposed to think about that. Oh, Lord. So that's how quick it happens around here. Yeah, something back up in there for sure. Saw this on the way through the first time. Yeah, there might be somebody living back up in there. That's a crazy SOB if there is. I don't think so. The back looks like it's been there for a while. Does look like somebody been walking through there though. Something up there in the road. The camp host told me yesterday evening that he's seen a few black bear. Look at this guy. How close is he gonna let me get? He's on to something. Oh, really cool butterflies around here too. Look at this, guys. Quite the ruckus going on. Oh, no.